So just a few general remarks about the paper assignment before I'll turn to your questions. And then finally, I would like to pay some time to the visit of Professor Cooling on campus and see if you've got any specific issues or questions that you would like to ask him. So that's the three things that I would like to do today during this session. Well, before I'll have a look again at the structure of the assignment, I thought it would be good to make a few remarks about the process and about what not to worry upon and not to be discouraged, as we have taken a few steps of writing drafts of your paper, and we've done that on purpose, as this is quite a large process through which you are going now. It is a new way of studying, a new level that you are working towards to gain a master's degree. So I just wanted to underscore that you do not have to worry if your first version, your draft of your paper, is not sufficient yet. So if you get feedback, if you get comments, I would say that is absolutely normal, that a first draft is not immediately correct. So don't worry about it. I remember it can be discouraging, as I remember that from my PhD study. I do not know how many versions I have written of chapters, and sometimes I also felt, well, I'm never going to reach the right level. So it is a process through which you have to go. But I just wanted to underscore not to be encouraged if you have got things that you have to improve on your draft version of your paper. About the structure again, previous session we also looked at this, but I thought it might be good to repeat it shortly. The main question you answer in your paper is why your innovation, the particular innovation you have in mind, is needed in your situation, and therefore you start with introducing your paper, in which you say how you've built up your paper. After you have written an abstract, but actually the abstract is easier to write when you have finished the whole paper, because then you know the content of the whole paper and can write an abstract on the whole content. Then you do an exploration of your context, and all the sub-items are explained in the summative assignments. So you use the Christian Education Worldwide model there, for instance. Then you turn to your vision on education. So then you can use the knowledge theories, the epistemologies we've been discussing, etc. And then you conclude with why a change is needed. So that means that's the link to your innovation. So why is the innovation you want to do in your context? How do you underpin that from your exploration of the context and your vision on education? And then you finish with a short discussion and conclusion. So that's again the main structure of the paper assignment, as you can also find it in the reader. Well, as I said, this session is mainly meant to see if you have still got questions, as in the meantime, I think you have seen your peers' paper and maybe have been giving feedback already. And next time, next week, you will hand in your draft version. Remember, it's again a draft version with me. So then I will start to give you feedback. So that's why I would like to give you the opportunity to ask your questions if there are any things that are still unclear, or you are doubting about or worrying or whatever. So, is there any one of you who still has got a question or another remark you would like to make? Patrice, I see you've got a question. And your microphone is off.
Yes, I think it works now.
Yes.
Hello,
yeah, we can hear you
everybody.
now. Good morning, Patrice.
Okay, great. Yeah, maybe someone asked it already. As I was writing, let's say my assignment for the quotations, in some articles, I will meet cases where someone quoted a first person, and he is quoted by the author of the article I'm reading, and now I have to quote the quote that was quoted. So how do I make it in my paper?
Yeah,
so
that's
it is a third. Yeah.
Thank you for your question, Patrice. When you've got a situation like that, you're talking about a secondary source. We call that a secondary source. So one thing you can do is look up the PowerPoint of the previous session. There's an example of it, how to quote in that PowerPoint. But actually, the first things that you can do is check if you can find the primary source. So the author who is quoted, if you can find that source, that's always the best if you've got a direct quotation. But sometimes that's not possible, as it might be an older article or one you don't have access to. And then you quote it, and then you put between brackets, and you say in, and then you quote, then you write down the source in which that author was quoted, and the page number on which it is quoted. So actually 2 steps: try to find the primary source so that you can use a primary quotation, and if not, you use a secondary source. So then you write down in, and you write the source in which you have found the quotation. And for an example, you can look in the previous PowerPoint of session CT 1.5, where we discussed the APA guidance. Is that enough?
Yes, and I have still a second concern.
Mm-hmm.
For some data, I also read, I would say, some reports or studies made by mainly the government. So they are actually not a document that have been published. So and the author, that we say Ministry of Education or something like this, and then the title. So
yeah,
how do I make it mainly in the text quotation?
Yeah, then you can. It depends if you found it on a website or have downloaded it. If it's on a website, there are certain rules how to refer to a website.
Yeah.
And you can also look on the APA site. They've got many examples and exceptions how you can do that. If you've downloaded it from an organization, you can put between brackets, for example, Ministry of Education. If there is a date of publishment of the publication, you can write it. So, for example, 2021.
Okay.
If there's not a date available, you mention the source, so the Ministry of Education, and then you write down no date, so n.d. So if there's no date available, you refer to it like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Well, and if you're doubting about a reference, you can also always send it to me by email, and then I will check it or refer to the APA site if you still doubt about how to refer. As it's sometimes it's there are so many rules and exceptions, and I can imagine that it can be confusing.
Yeah.
Books and articles are quite clear, but then there are so many online sources and different rules, so don't worry about that.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else who would like to ask a question? Rahel?
Yeah, I would like to ask about the last meeting. I saw that we had to make a report of the book that we have chosen before, and it's supposed to be handed last week in 10th. So because I was also confused, and I discussed also with some of my friends, and is it we have to include it in the paper that we are working, or is it we have to do it in separate way?
No, the last thing that you were saying, it is meant to be included in your paper. So you were reading it throughout the whole semester, and now that you're writing your final paper, you're going to use it as a sort of main source or literature that helps you to develop your vision on education, or maybe it helps in the exploration of your context. So you're going to show in your paper assignments how you have used that book and how it has helped you. And then you can use quotations from the book in your paper, for instance. So it's not separate, but has to be integrated into the final assignments.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Javanka?
Yes, I do have a question about, let me just pull it up. I just had it open. It's about one of the sections from the criteria list. It's the section number 2, making connections. There's by section number 2, we have to use the inquiry stance. We have to describe the significance of doing research. So this where we have to explain I think it's the 6 points van de race.
I think sorry to interrupt you, but I think now you're talking about the personal development strands.
Oh shucks.
Yeah, the portfolio.
No.
In the portfolio. As I was wondering, I don't see that.
No, I'm sorry. It's I'm mixed up. It's the wrong one.
Let me, no, don't worry.
But I think I do have questions. Sorry.
If you've got questions about the portfolio, you can also send them to me by email, as I think it's good to focus now on the paper, and then otherwise we're going to mix up things. But you just send them to me by email, your portfolio questions.
Okay. Well, let me.
Did you have questions on the paper as well, Javanka?
This from the content strand, I believe.
Yes.
I think I do, so I'm gonna open it up right now.
Yeah, that's okay. We will have another PPD session next week, by the way, so questions on the portfolio I can address then as well.
No, I don't think I have any questions for the content strand.
Okay.
No, I don't. No.
No one final question or can I conclude that everything is clear so far? Then I would like to continue, as I think then you would like to use your time for your assignments or other work that you would like to or that you still have to do. What I do like to ask you is, as you know, Professor Koeling will be coming on campus in February. He will be joining us on a Friday. And this was, you expressed your wish to have him on campus, and I discussed with him, well, how will we arrange the session, what would be helpful, and Professor Koeling already had an idea of how he would like to introduce the session, what he would like to share with you. But then I said, well, I will also ask the students if they've got any wishes or questions that they would really like to have addressed. So now is the opportunity to ask your questions. When you think back to the lecture of Professor Koeling, or maybe what you have written and read in the meantime, is there an issue or is there a question that you would like to address during that session, or that you would like to ask to Professor Koeling so that he can address it during the on-campus session?
Can just say something.
Daphne?
I just wanted to say that all his answers that he had given with all the links and the different references, I really need to take time to read over because with the content strand and the portfolio, I haven't had much time, but I wanted to, to go deeper into what he gave, and then probably there's going to be new questions arising from that. But yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been able to go deep into all the links and the readings that he said to do. So
no apologies. I can understand.
Going to Gouda. Howda, sorry.
No, don't worry about that. It's and don't worry if you don't have questions. He has got I think he's got a very good idea of how to organize the session, as he would like to introduce a new Christian thinker to you, who is Leslie Newbigin, and discuss his ideas and perspectives on Christian education. So, but take your time to think about it. Maybe in the coming weeks, there will be an issue or a question popping up, and just let me know if you've got an issue or a question that you would like to him to address. But if not, don't worry, he's got enough to share and enough ideas of how he can do the session. Margreet?
Yeah, I don't know if that is applicable to him to answer this question, but my question would be for him, how in this modern society changed to the me world, like I need to be happy and I need to get what I want, and this kind of societies we are in now, very modern in the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
How can you be in the same time? It is very difficult to be a Christian school then.
Yeah.
You know, to I mean, the society is modern, the methods are modern and are also like country-wide methods, not always really Christian methods.
Yeah.
Curriculum, you know, all these things are very demanding. And how can we teach Christianly? It's also the curriculum is also overloaded, and the systems are very strict.
Yeah.
So I would like him to answer that. I mean, he has seen many societies and many schools, and he knows a lot about that. I picked it up from his examples. So if he can say anything about that.
Yeah. Thank you, Margreet. I think that's a very fundamental question indeed in these times for many societies. Yeah. Thank you. Mina?
I think mine is also similar to what Margaret just shared, because Nepal is a Hindu country, and talking about Christianity and Christian application is totally like we cannot dream of talking about Christian values in the public cities, in public areas, I mean, and also like we cannot think of applying Christian values in the school setting. And but then it was very inspiring when Mr. Cooling talked about the values that the Christian values that has implemented in the Australian education system and the UK education system. So I was just wondering, like, how could those values be integrated in the secular set of schools here in Nepal? And also, he also talked about the Christian thinker. So how could how can we integrate those Christian thinker philosophy into the current education system in Nepal? Because Nepal is not a Christian country. Like, you cannot talk about Christian values and Christianity in Nepal in the public area.
Yeah.
So is there any way then, because he must have heard a lot of stories about it from other country.
Yeah.
That is something I would like to know from his experience.
Yeah. Thank you, Mina. That's also very essential questions and recognizable, I think, in also in other countries or more or less secularized countries. Yes. Thank you. Margreet, did you have another question, or is it still your hand from from the previous question? Yeah. Well, I think your questions also nicely connect to what Professor Cooling wanted to do in this session. So I will email to them to him. So I'm really looking forward to that session already. And as I said, if more questions pop up, just send them to me. Let me know. I thought it would be good to remind you of the next steps of the final paper. As next week you can hand in your paper with me via your Teams folder, as you normally do with your assignments. So that's still a draft. And then on campus, we will discuss the drafts, and you will receive my feedback on your papers. And then the 3rd of March is the final deadline in which you can hand in your revised papers with help of the feedback that you have received. So that's the timeline, so to speak, for the next step. So then you see that you still have time left to process the feedback that you will receive on your paper. Well, if there are no more questions, this is it for today from my side. And if there are no more issues or things that you would like to bring in, I suggest that we will finish this session together so that you still have some time to work on your final assignments. And we will meet each other again next week for the PPD session. So I hope to see you then again. And otherwise, Chi, I'll hope to see you in the next CT session, and enjoy your remaining holiday days in Vietnam.
Yeah, thanks.
Then I would like to close the session with a prayer now together. Father, we come unto you again, and we want to thank you for the opportunity that you gave us today to join from all over the world. Lord, you are not bound to a certain place or areas, and we thank you for your mighty hand. And Lord, we want to ask you for your blessing and your guidance today and this week. Lord, do you want to guide us in our whole life, and also when we have to travel, maybe do you want to bring us safely where they expect us? And Lord, we ask and pray these things in the forgiveness of our sin, for Jesus Christ's sake alone. Amen. Thank you all for joining. Margreet, you wanted to ask?
Yeah, the Holy Spirit is giving me questions. During the prayer, I got a question. Yeah, I was mixing up the topic of the question for the doing research with the CT strand for the writing the paper. Anyway, with thanks to Marlene, I got the right. I changed it in the right direction because I thought I had to do something on Christianity in my school. Anyway, so that is right now, but that is okay now. But I still have the question like, I didn't finalize my research topic yet. I didn't finalize my research question. No, the topic is okay, but the question.
Yeah.
So now I took a part of, well, what I have until now, and I'm answering that. Do you see? So it's not finalized yet, as it is also not required to have it finalized by now. But so I was thinking first, so that's why I'm going slow as a snail. But anyway, that's not a problem.
No, because it's about underpinning your innovation. So we can't ask that it's finalized yet. It's a process in which you have just started your first semester, and you're going to implement your innovation in your class in the next semester only. So it's the underpinning is more important. So why is this innovation? Why do you think it's necessary in your context with the exploration and your vision of education? So it shouldn't. It's not a problem if it's not a finalized whole yet. So
okay, thank you.
it's about trying to. What is important is that you can underpin why you do things in your educational practice. So you start to think about a vision based on exploration. So connecting things that you do, connecting theory to practice. That's what we are aiming for now in this semester.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Clear.
Javanka, did you have a question popping up? Or
Yes.
yes.
Before you go, I now that you mentioned it, I think you just mentioned it, and it suddenly came back to me. You said we have to carry out. I think it's the topic in our classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
But then how, because I also saw that in the I saw it in the summative assessment that we have to comment on how we plan to do that. But can you give a bit more clarification on that part, like where we have to carry it out in our classrooms?
Yeah, that I think that will be introduced with the innovation strand starting on campus. So the second semester will start in the second week on campus, and then you will receive an explanation about how to introduce it in your classroom. So how to start your innovation. So don't worry about that now,
Mhm.
as that will be the focus for the second semester.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then we still do have to comment somewhere on that in one of the maybe I'm mixed up with the content strand or the PP. I think it's a content strand, yes. But we do have to comment on that.
Let's
somewhere.
see.
I'm looking also to see where I saw it, but we
Yeah,
do have
it is with the change. So
the
if
change.
yeah, the change if
Mhm.
for your innovation is a change in the school, and so substantiated proposal for the innovation in my classroom.
Okay.
That's what you mean, I think, or not?
I believe that's where it is. I think I did see it somewhere, and I was wondering, like, but how do, like, my topic, how would I implement that in my classroom? But I probably have to look up on it or think a bit more about
Yeah,
that.
I would say do not worry too much about that. And if you find find the sentence where you had a question about, just send
Yeah.
it to me by email. But don't worry too much about how the implementation, etc., as that will be the focus for the second semester. So
Mhm.
don't worry too much about how the details of that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, if more questions are popping up, I'm working the whole day, so just let me know. But then I think it's good to close the session together now, and I hope to see you again next week for the PPD session. And Mina, I will hope you have a safe flight back home later this week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining, and see you. Hope to see you next Tuesday.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
So,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
What about our group discussion? Mina, I think you are the
Yeah,
chair.
we have group discussion session. So shall we meet after 15 minutes, or what is your suggestion? I'm fine after
Yeah.
15 minutes. Yeah, I'm even fine to continue now also. Shall we meet after 15 minutes? I'll send the message in the group. Okay?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
idea. Okay then.
Yeah, see you. See
See
you in
you
a while.
in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Hello.
Hello.
I just want to check can you see me like?
No, Rahel. We cannot. I cannot see.
Okay, so then
I can see the screen and the indication that you are talking, but no image.
okay.
But on the
Well,
plus
then I
side, we
have
can
to-
hear you.
Yeah, but we can
Yeah.
hear you. Yes.
Because I have checked on it, like I brought it and then they have checked, but then it turned out that the video is not working, so
Oh.
I have to work on it.
Maybe you can leave and again join. Sometime that also work.
Sorry.
If you rejoin again.
Okay, maybe I will try and see if
Yeah,
it
sometimes
works.
that also works.
Okay.
How are you, Mina?
I'm doing fine, Marlene. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry for missing the lecture. I had the wrong time.
Oh.
Moving countries made me lose track of which hour we started on.
Yeah. That's very terrible. I'm also away from home in the other part of the country. I mean, like
Mhm.
I'm here with the office work teacher training program since last 7
Okay.
days.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be going back on Friday.
Oh, good. Okay.
So are you in your station or somewhere else now?
Sorry?
Are you in your country or are you somewhere else for the work?
Yeah, no, I'm in South Sudan. So I was in Uganda a few weeks ago.
Oh.
But then because last week we had lecture at a different time,
Yeah.
I just didn't actually, for some reason, I still thought we were meeting at a different hour too. So because I was in Uganda, they're 1 hour off from what we are. So.
But then today, but today we did not have much. We just had a discussion about 40 minutes, and we talk about the content strand assignment, the pattern. Like she just showed us the topic, the pattern, how we can do that. And she asked if there is any questions from our side to Mr. Cooling when we are there. And And yes, and then she also reminded us about the date of submitting our assignment on 23rd of January. Then, then in the campus, she's going to give us the feedback. So that's all we did. So we didn't do much about much today.
Thank you. That is helpful. I will go back and look just in case she emphasized anything in particular for the assignment that I can make sure I line up with her expectations, not just the written.
Yeah, the topic for the content strand assignment, she has title. I think that's going to help you to write the assignment.
Yeah, I finished mine, so I think.
Oh, but you guys I don't know how much you like. When do you sleep, Marlene? You are all the time. You're on time, huh?
It's funny. We just had a meeting with my team because we were having a debrief about personality types. We did this personality profile for my team, and one of the things that they look at is rapid processing versus slow processing, and external versus internal communication. And I think it just like I think quickly. So
I think you fall into rapid and the actional, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I just do things quite fast.
Yeah.
But I was talking with Margriet and Devanka, who are my peer coaches, yesterday, and I also think like it is my first language, right? And on top of that, I've done degrees, I've got qualifications that required me to do a lot of document writing.
I think the first language is the advantage that you have.
Definitely.
So for me, it's all about time, actually. For me, like I don't have studied period time, and then like we work from 8 to 10 hours a day. So yeah, the time management is quite challenging for me. Although I do a lot of time management session with the professional development teachers. That's actually irony, you know. Like I do the teaching and professional development for time management, and I'm the one who's actually having a struggle managing time this session. So I hope I'll get used to it.
In English, we say do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. I don't want to fall onto that category, although. Okay, looks like we all are here. Is somebody okay? Patrice is not here. Kelly, will Kelly join? Daphne?
I don't know.
I at least feel that Kelly and Daphne is sitting just next to one another, you know.
Yeah, that was the beginning in September.
Oh yeah. Shall we wait for some time or shall we start?
I'll send her a message and see.
Send message to Patrice.
Or maybe we send it, on the.
I just sent it on the group.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, good idea.
So looks like everybody has completed your assignment, content strand. Margaret is laughing.
It looks like.
Yeah.
It's too long, mine, so I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the
I
same
have the opposite problem.
Oh no, it's just so long. I'm like oh, poor person who has to read it, but.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh.
I'm still laughing about Javanka, who said,
really?
I really am.
What did she say? Or?
Be peer group is 3 people. And one is what is that called? Haas in English?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Yeah, hare. Running very fast. And then the second one is a turtle, and the third one is a snail. And you can figure out. But anyway, together we are strong, and that is good.
Yeah.
Because as hair, you can also miss things, right? So
both are needed.
Yeah, but I'm very grateful for all the support I get. Really, I am.
Margriet, was the lecture today helpful? I missed it, but was it helpful?
Maybe like Marlene would not have enjoyed it if you were there.
No, I was laughing after the meeting, I think for 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
10
Tell
minutes!
us more. We want to know why.
You didn't expect that session today, or the process?
Oh, no, but Javanka asked a very nice. I just started again. Javanka asked a very nice question to Marlene, according to my opinion. How long does it take before you write a paper, such as the CT strand? And Marlene answered like 1 day, 1 day. And then I felt for my chair. Because for me, it takes about 3 weeks or so, at least, including reading the book, right?
Not supposed to share what we
Yeah.
say in peer group.
Don't worry, we're
You're not
all in it
supposed to share
together.
what we say in
Marlene.
peer group, Margriet.
No problem.
I
Oh,
think it depends. It depends on the personality and also the process of how you work actually.
Yep.
So for me, like
Yeah,
I read and write all together. I don't first read and write. I don't do that. I keep all the copies and these articles all together in one place.
Yep.
Then I read and write, read and write, I also, like as Martin said, I do it in a day. But then I really need to have a focus day. But that focus day seldom comes actually, you know. So that's the
exactly.
challenge.
I think for me, it was a matter of I kept up with all the assignments all the way through,
Mhm.
and the assignments constitute the summative. So then it was just a matter of putting it together, and
Mhm.
I was doing that in my brain long before I sat down to do it.
Mhm.
So just because sitting down and actually doing it took me a day, it doesn't mean it wasn't happening
Mhm. Yeah.
before, right?
altogether in a day, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So while working, while walking, while eating, Martin keeps on processing. So that gives a picture. So that's something that's something
Always.
not everybody can do that. Okay, that will be interesting to know. Well, so it's I think our friends are maybe like they have got something else. So let us start today's session, and this is my first time leading the group, I guess, because last time I missed it. There was internet problem, and I lost myself. Then I couldn't do it. So okay, I'll start with a prayer. Okay, I'll start with a prayer. Thank you, Lord, for this team, and thank you for bringing us all together in this platform. And thank you for each one of us and for our life. We commit this meeting unto your hand and help us to be creative enough to help one another. Also help us to have patience and give us the heart to trust you in everything we do. Thank you for all this time. We also remember the ones who are not here. And thank you for this meeting, and give us your wisdom, your creativity. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, I would like to read one verse, which is the most favorite verse for this year for me. And I got this verse in the first devotion of our, on the first devotion meeting of our organization. And I got the same verse during the first day of the church service in my church. And the same verse, I got it during my house fellowship in 2023, January. So I thought I thought it would be blessing for me to share with all of you. It's a very familiar verse. I don't. Oh, it's not coming. I don't know if it comes or not. I don't know. I am not very used to with Teams. Huh? So Marlene, you got to have patience. The fast people will normally not. Oh, what happened? Like you have to like really think of it. Okay, it is loading. I didn't know that this has to load here. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Do you see the full form or just the half?
Not the full, yeah.
How do we make it full? Okay.
No, it's good.
Full? Hey, okay, so only with me. So okay, this is the verse, Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. The topic for this verse, I take it as trust. So 5, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So this is something like I really need to focus this year, and maybe like for all of us, I guess, because trusting on the God is something that we really need to practice every day. Because as human, the first the experience or first skill or knowledge that comes to us is trusting on the materialistic thing, or trusting on the people that we are close with, or maybe trusting on something that is close by, or maybe our knowledge, a skill, or the property, all the stuffs, like those stuffs actually block us from trusting the Lord. But as son and daughter of God, it is very important for all of us to practice trusting on the Lord with our heart. And whatever we do, it is very important for us to submit unto him, because as human being, we make plans and we always have a lot of plans and resolution, but it is the God who makes it work on our life. So I just wanted to share this verse with all of you to encourage each one of you. So as time goes on, maybe sometimes the difficulties comes up and the challenges comes up. So now, even now, like when you talk about the assignment, it is one of the biggest hurdle in our life, I guess. Some of us, I guess. But I also feel that trusting on him, asking for the wisdom from him, it is very important. So he will be guiding us, because without his help, without his support, without his wisdom, we won't be able to achieve anything. Okay, that's from my side today. If anyone wants to add to what I shared, you can do that. Otherwise, we will go into what we want to discuss, and maybe like first thing like everybody has to do today is to write what you want to study from research session from Miss Young. No, she's going to teach us next week, and today is the deadline that we have to fill in the document that she has given. I don't know if any of you have filled that. I'm going to do it tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn more about thematic teaching. I mean, like so with coding and theme. That is somewhere I want. That is something that I would like to practice more on research strained work. I don't know what all you all want to do. You want to share, or you'll just write there?
You mean about coding?
Yes. Because Miss Young asked us if there is any topic that we would like to discuss, no? So
Yes.
for me, like coding and theme is something that I would like to discuss more on it.
4 people have already completed the form online.
Yeah.
So who? Yeah. I was maybe going to ask on that research question. How do we downsize our idea, or how do we work through the major insight that we want to reveal with our research? So how does, if there's any advice or meta research on research question.
So like have we done that chapter? Like I think I thought that chapter is going to come along later.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought actually. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Daphne, can you say it again? What did you say?
No, it's just after the research exploration phase. How do we downsize reduce our main theme to a question?
Oh, yeah.
So what are the different steps or phases, or do we just ourselves just find that question, or is there, are there certain steps that help us through that process? But maybe that does come for the next semester, so that might be too early to ask that question. But
I think it's good to ask it, because if it doesn't come next semester, then we need to know.
Yeah,
I
If
don't know
it comes,
we just
if
have
it
to
comes
mine
next
up
semester,
ideas, or if
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
I think it's
just
good to
what
ask,
comes to
definitely.
mind. But
Yeah, it is good to ask, as Madeline said. If it comes next semester, then she will say it comes next semester.
yeah,
If it
I'll
doesn't come, then
I'll
she
ask
will
my
explain.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
I think it will be in next semester.
Okay.
Because
Yes,
I
Rahel.
remembered Margaret also, I think she read about hers, and then Willie Mika said that we are going to do that in the second semester.
Oh, okay, it'll be
That's what I
part of it.
remember.
Okay. Yep. Thank you, Rahel. Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
And I've got
So-
another question
Mhm.
about the, I don't know if I can answer a question about content strand about the paper.
mhm.
So that there it says that we have to include the feedback we have gotten. So where we can put the feedback, like somewhere in the paper.
No, that's for the portfolio.
I think
eh?
you're thinking of the portfolio.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So do we have to include it in our paper, or
Maybe
only write the name?
maybe at point 4, or
Okay.
strength gift-based
Um,
development of the other.
For the
Or-
content strand.
oh, she had it in that last lecture she did on one of the slides when she broke it up. It was in there.
For content strand paper.
No,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this is PPD, the portfolio
Oh,
is
PPD.
PPD. Yeah.
I'm not sure
Oh.
we have to in the content strand paper. I didn't write anything there.
Okay,
No.
so it must be PPD. Sorry, I just mixed up.
Yeah, but then we are supposed to bring a PPT in a file, right? We have to bring it as a hard document, as a homework. Like
No,
when
I
you
think
come
we
to
have
the
also,
Yeah.
we also have to hand it in Teams, I guess, later.
At the end of the month, the portfolio. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So when you come to this campus, we are supposed to bring 3 assignment, right? Assignment from each subject.
Well, innovation research is a presentation that we'll do to the others. Yeah.
Mhm.
Innovation, we do presentation. We
Yeah,
bring
a
PPT, right?
PowerPoint presentation.
And content strand, we hand in through the teams.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think everything else gets both the other ones gets handed in through Teams.
Hand it in teams. And what I understand was portfolio, we got to hand in the file, the hard copy. That's what I understand. Is that so?
No, in the file in Teams, I think.
Oh, in the teams. Okay. Oh, I was making a hard file actually.
Oh, maybe two. Maybe there. I did read somewhere that we had to give a hard copy, maybe of both. I don't know. We have to check that one.
Yeah, because
But
that's what I
it
understand.
does have to go both in Teams, but maybe we
Mhm.
do have to bring a hard copy. I'm not sure.
Maybe you can ask that, Mina.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Daphne has sent us the final summative assignment, so we can see also in. I think we have the file in the group as well, so
Mm.
it's clear
I
to
think
see
that-
everything there.
Yep. Because I
Yeah,
think the portfolio
to
will
open
be
it.
the first sending at the end of the month, and then we have the feedback, and then we'll have to hand it over in March too, I think. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Write to Eva. I see the document and make sure, or I write to the professor. Okay, is that okay? All right.
Yeah.
I'm happy it works today, Rahel. Your mic. How did you manage it?
Yeah. So I went to IT people here and they worked on it, but it turned out that the camera is not working. So I don't know, maybe I have to go again or.
Yeah. Well, we have the most important. We have your voice. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So how are you? So are you all kind of get set for to attend the attend the classes in the campus now? Are you all ready now with the assignment, with everything, with the task?
Yeah, excited but nervous also.
Yeah, very excited to meet you all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend time together. Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
Looking forward.
Yeah.
I'll be there like
Who all
every
is staying at the accommodation that they're providing?
I am staying in the accommodation.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
me
me
also. I think all of us, except
Yay.
Patrice, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we can go together, come back together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So is there anything like you would like to discuss, or you would like to ask or share?
Do you all have plans for the weekend in between the 2 weeks?
For me, before I left, because the 17th is the last day, right? 17th Friday is the last day of the session. So 18 and 19 is Saturday, Sunday. So those 2 days I will be staying with, visiting the Dutch family. So the first weekend, I have not yet planned anything. But I have few friends there. I don't know. Maybe like we have to do something together, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Because I think in the weekend, like 11, 12, I will go home. Because my granddaughter's birthday, and Sunday there is a special service with the school in one of the evangelical church in my town. So if any of you doesn't have something to do, then you are welcome to join me.
So the church there is on Sunday, right? You have your church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe like one of the Sunday, like I would love to visit.
Yeah.
To the church, yeah.
I would like to go with you, but because I want to go to Zwolle to visit my friends, and I'll
Yes.
help on the train from your place if that's okay.
I just put you on the train here in my town.
Yeah.
But first show you my house.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Now I'll come visit because I'd go on Sunday to theirs because I've been to their church before and have met people. But yeah, I would love to come visit at least for a day at yours.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just like a coffee or whatever.
So
I don't want to take all your time. We will.
Well, I need to catch up with your husband and talk about South Sudan.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that will be fun.
Yeah,
that will be really nice. Yeah,
it's good to know your mission already.
yeah.
So do you will the office run on Saturday, or it is also closed on Saturday? Do you have 2 days weekend there, Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, in general, we have, of course, the shops, the supermarkets, and all is open on Saturday, and several are still also open on Sunday nowadays. But in general, we have weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. So how far is the university from the accommodation place? Any idea?
I don't know, but I think I estimate a little bit like 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
So we need train.
It's just very rough estimation. I don't know exactly. I didn't, I used to figure that out just before I need that information, as I'm now busy with other things. But I think it's about 15, 20 minutes maximum.
By
Maybe
train?
we all need bicycles, and then we can ride bicycles.
I don't know how they will send us from, how they will do that. The Driestar is organizing that. I don't know. I will bring my own vehicle, and then there 5 people can fit in it, but I'm not sure.
I think they're providing a shuttle.
I think so.
Yeah, they said they
I don't
provide
know
the
if Lydia hasn't been in touch with you guys, because Lydia's been in touch with me about providing a shuttle to get to the accommodation.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I assume they'll do the same for the in between.
Yeah. I think she said that she's going to provide transportation from the accommodation to the Driestar. Yeah, that's what.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking that if the distance are quite short, I would love to walk actually. But then somebody told me it will be very, very cold.
It will be
Oh.
very, very cold.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends, but this coming week it is below 0. So
Oh.
yeah, it is
Oh
quite
no.
but beautiful clear weather. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh no.
I like Margaret how you say, yeah, it's just below 0. Like if it
Okay.
was
It's beautiful clear weather. Well, after 3 weeks of clouds and rain, we are so happy to see the sun finally.
Right. So it's
So
not
do we need like
snowing.
warm jackets?
Sorry?
Do
Is
we
it
need warm
snowing?
jackets?
yes.
Sorry, Patrice, you can go.
So, I can't hear you. Trish, can you repeat?
Yeah. Is it snowing sometimes?
Well, this week there will be snow coming tomorrow, I think. But today it's very clear weather. It's more like freezing, below 0. So
Oh,
it's more like cold. But tomorrow and the day after, I think they expect little snow, but little. I'm not sure if it is still there when you are coming, Patrice.
Well,
Okay.
do you all have a winter coats? Because being nearby, I can bring a second one if needed for
Well, I
one of
yeah,
also,
you.
I also
yeah.
have-
Maybe I need it definitely because over here we don't use winter
Yeah, with
those raincoat. We don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
yeah, Rahel too. Yeah, I'll just
Mina,
put one-
you're wearing more winter clothes than I own right now.
Yeah, it is very cold here. You know, very cold. I'm very at least 4 years.
yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm away from home I'm in this place since 7 days. I'm here for the teacher training program, and this is the place where there was a big domestic airplane got crashed a day before yesterday.
Oh, I saw it in the news.
Yeah, Pokhara is a tourist place away from about 8 hours traveling by road from this city, from the capital where I stay.
Hmm.
So that actually gave us a big shock yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, that it happened. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry.
yeah.
and that has also I don't know. After that, the weather has become more cloudy, gloomy, so cold. You know.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. But if you need anything, let me know.
Yeah,
I
sure.
live here, and also Daphne is offering, so let us know.
Yeah.
And talking about clothes, did you receive any message from Lydia or whoever about what kind of clothes? I mean, I'm not sure. When I attended the Driestar in the past to do my training there, I needed to wear a skirt
Oh, really?
or a
Hmm.
dress.
Oh,
And
Look at Marlene.
I saw some pictures from last year or the year before. The international group was also wearing skirts, like
Oh.
I'm wearing now. You can't see it, like a skirt, like this, like this.
Oh.
yes.
Very nice, Margaret.
Because
I will freeze.
because the
This
students
this
still
is for
need.
female students, not for male students, I guess.
No, you.
Yeah, we're not in Scotland, so it's okay.
We totally forgot, Patrice. We totally forgot you, Patrice.
So otherwise, I will make my way to Scotland to get the skirts.
No, but in Pakistan they also wear dresses.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I
for
wear
me-
skirts every day, but it's going to be freezing over there. I can't do that over there.
No, but I was wondering, I was just wondering.
Yeah, we-
Yeah,
Lydia,
better check
can
it
you
out,
ask
huh?
Lydia?
Yeah,
Mina,
I
Mina is
yeah.
also a question for.
I will ask. Yeah, the first question for Lydia now. I'll ask her.
Oh, maybe I'm completely
Then,
mistaken. But
like for
anyway.
skirt,
it's
for me,
true,
I have to buy all the skirts then, because like over here I don't wear short skirts. I wear only long skirts.
But long skirts
You
are
can wear-
fine.
Also,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
Yes.
Oh yes, absolutely. Oh, don't understand that it has to be something like this.
No,
This
it
is
just means
possible.
not shorter.
I was,
No,
I was,
no.
I was
That's it,
worried, like
it's
if they
just
ask us to
the-
wear micro mini, then that is quite challenging, you know.
And
What to
nowadays,
say?
nowadays fashion is long.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
Long
no.
skirts and long dresses.
Yep.
It's very long.
But
Mm.
fashion's also flary pants, which aren't exactly, you know, offensive. So,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
under flary pants, you can wear a pair of tights too when it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe for the international student, it is not compulsory. I don't know, like because one of my colleague there, he told me for the international student, it is not necessary to wear those formal dress. But then, yeah, but I think it's good to ask Lydia what is the criteria.
Yeah, but
Yep.
I think Rahel has an experience about it, no?
Yeah, she did the course there, right?
Yeah, we were not told to do so, but what I saw is like every girl there, they were all wearing, skirts and also dress. I think it's
Really?
kind of reformed tradition.
Okay.
Yeah,
A
so
specific
to
reformed
honor
though, because I
that,
come from a
I
reformed
had to
tradition and it's
wear,
not for us.
skirt and also dress.
Okay, well, thanks for, saying it, Margaret.
Yeah, I've been there several times, but I've never noticed such specificity.
Oh, that's because you are a man.
No, I noticed.
Yeah,
When I was there in Driestar
So I think it's better to ask
April.
Lydia. Maybe Nina,
October.
you
Yeah,
can send
it's
her an
better.
email about it.
Yeah, that's good to ask. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it was a very good discussion.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there anything anything else more?
Just coming back to Rachel's question about the PPD document, if you look at the lecture from 1.5 in PPD, she has it kind of outlined the structure of the portfolio and she puts each of the points next to the lettered points. Sorry, that's not very clear. But anyway, if you look in the assignment, there's an outline of how you're supposed to do it.
Can you repeat
Oh,
it?
okay.
PPD 1.5?
1.5, yeah, the lecture from 1.5 has a layout of how it's supposed to be and which points match up with which on the marking guide versus the portfolio outline.
I think I've seen it. It was last time. Yeah.
Anything, Patrice?
No.
No? Okay. Then maybe then we continue with our assignment writing.
Yep.
So for Marlene, you can have a good time. For us, we'll continue writing. For me, I'll continue writing my assignment.
I need to go watch the lecture and make sure that she didn't put emphasis on anything that I didn't write about.
Yeah. You can do that.
But apologies for missing it, by the way, guys. I was in the wrong time zone in my head.
Yeah, wrong time zone. Yeah. So I'll be arriving in the Netherlands on the 3rd of February evening, 16.
Me too.
18
at night.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be arriving there about 18 hours on the 3rd of February. So
Okay, I'm later.
if you guys are there, then it's nice to catch up on the same night.
Yeah, I'll be arriving on the 4th. Kelly
Okay.
as well. Yep.
4th of morning.
I think it's the evening because by train it's pretty long. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
I will arrive on the 5th somewhere.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I
I won't
have to
arrive at
class on
Driestar until the
Friday.
4th.
Yeah. I work on Friday, so I can't. Yeah.
I also work on Friday.
I'll be there a week before.
Oh, week before.
Rahel, yes.
My visa application is still being issued at the embassy because they have given it to a company now because of what happened with the French embassy. So
yes.
the Belgium, because the Netherlands visa application is made at the Belgium embassy, and now they do it on behalf of. So the Belgian people, they have followed the French. So it is a private company that is handling it. So I have sent it since December the 25th, I think. No, 27th. So it is still being issued. So yeah, we'll ask you to be praying for it.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
definitely.
In the past, it was easier. Now, I think the political people, they are also mixing up things. So
Yeah.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So see, you also have to make visa
Yeah, already.
Sorry?
already. Oh, wow.
Yeah, apply this visa only 6 days. No proof.
Wow.
No, yeah.
Perfect.
Only a little bit of document required.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. No need to prove my like financial status, and no need to submit the document like the other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know the reason why.
Oh, that's good to know.
You know that when I travel to the embassy, so I see that many people, they have like the regret face. They have like the sad face because their visa were rejected.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, visa application in my country quite hard and difficult for the people, but I don't know the reason why. I get a visa really easy.
Oh, wow.
You're
God
blessed.
yeah.
Yeah, and I will travel to Gouda in the 5th of February. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the 5th
Okay.
of February.
Okay.
Yeah, I will
Okay.
be traveling on the 3rd of February.
Okay.
So yeah.
Rachel, do you have your visa?
Yeah, she got it today.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I missed that. Thank you.
I had,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
Oh,
So for
God.
Javanka, you don't need. Definitely you don't need, right? Okay.
No.
You guys, okay.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
I'll be in the
Okay.
Netherlands on the 5th. No, on the
Mhm.
4th. The 4th
Okay.
in the morning. I travel from the now I travel on the 3rd, but I have to take like Sint Eustatius is a small island, so we just have like 18-person airplane, and that takes 15 minutes to get to the larger island, which is Sint Martin. But I'm gonna be going by boat, a ferry, and that takes about 2 hours to get to Sint Martin. So I'll leave the 3rd in the morning to Sint Martin, and then I fly to the Netherlands, which is about 8 to 9 hours in the evening. So the evening of the 3rd, I'll be flying, and then I think the Saturday morning I'll be in the Netherlands.
Oh, okay. All right.
So from all, it's only me who will be there like earlier because I'll be there a week before.
Okay.
You're
So
welcome.
when
to
you
come to
when you
France,
come,
Mona.
yeah. So Rahel will be there to receive us in the accommodation place, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I won't be there.
Oh, you won't be there. All right.
Yeah, I will be with Dutch family because I also I will be doing a like presentation because my founders is from there.
Okay.
okay.
So I'll be doing like some of presentations like in the church, I guess.
Wow.
All right. Okay, so good to hear all this update from each one of you, and it's also very encouraging. So let's keep praying for one another, and of course for Patrice visa as well. And so see you in the next week. So we have the last session on PPD, the continuation, I guess. Till then, continue with your assignment, and Marlene, you take rest. Enjoy the time. Others
There's
continue
still
with
another assignment to be done.
Yeah, continue reading.
One more.
Yeah, and if there is any confusion, any challenges, let us feel free to share and discuss with one another. And let us keep trusting, keep our trust in the Lord all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, take care.
Okay.
And if there's anything, let's get back to one another. Take care and have a nice
Bye.
time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mina.
Bye.
Thank you
Thank you,
for
Mina.
reading.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Group session so well. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.